Hello students, welcome back again. I am Mr. Rekhande SB and assistant teacher of Janta Vidyalaya Lohner. Now in this video we are going to complete our remaining activities from study tour 1.2 fun and games with Tara and friends. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. This is our activity number 4. Form pairs or groups. One person says any number from 1 to 10,000 and others name suitable objects or things for the number. Okay, so it's a pair activity as well as group activity. Here one person will say any number to others from number 1 to 10,000, and what the other members have to do here, they have to tell the suitable objects or things for that number. Okay, let's see the picture. After observing this picture you will better understand what you have to do in this activity. Let's see that picture. Look at the picture here. All these are the characters of this lesson, and here that Tara says 5 number to her friends, and each friend tells objects or things for that number. Okay, here you can see that Tara gives 5 number to all her friends, and what all other Tara's friends tell the objects or things for that number. Let's see. Here Tara says 5. Okay, she gives this 5 number to her friends, and each of Tara's friend tell objects or things for that number. Here you can see the first friend says here 5 fingers. Okay, 5 fingers. Then second says 5 balls. 5 balls. Third one 5 green chilies. The next one 5 bones. Then next one 5 biscuits, and the last one says here 5 little mice. Okay, so in this way here you can play this activity in pairs as well as in groups. Okay, to play this activity you will have to appoint a leader for the activity. That leader will tell you any number from 1 to 10,000, and the other members, they will have to tell the suitable objects or things for that number like this. Okay, now let's see the second picture here. That Tara gives 3-digit numbers to all her friends, and what are their responses here. Okay, that number is here you can see in blue color 999. Okay, so this is the number which has given to all the friends by Tara. Okay, that number is 999. Okay, how each of Tara's friends responds to that number. Okay, here 999 footsteps. Okay, second says 999 stars. Third one says 999 seeds. Okay, here that Toto is sleeping here, and then 999 bikes, and that Mia says here 999 little mice. Okay, so in this way you can play this game in your classroom. Okay, so you will have to appoint a leader for your group. That leader will give you any number from 1 to 10,000, and others member, they will have to tell the suitable objects or things for that number. Understand this activity? Okay, now let's move to the next slide. This is our next activity. Okay, and I will explain you what you have to do in this activity. Now first of all, I will read that instruction what you will have to do in this activity. Choose at least 3 words from the box and think of something that fits them all. Write down the meaningful phrase you have made. Okay, so here in this activity we have to frame some meaningful phrases here. Okay, phrase means what? A group of words, that is called phrase. Okay, so here a table is given, and with the help of this table you have to frame some meaningful phrases here. For that you will have to choose at least 3 words from this box, and then you have to think of something fits for all. Okay, we have to choose anything which will suit for all those 3 words, and we have to frame these meaningful phrases. You can see here, first we will read all these words, and then on the next slide we are going to see how to frame meaningful phrases here with the help of these words. Okay, the first word is tall, strong, bright, black, yellow, juicy, short, long, nice, white, violet, ripe, little, thick, clean, red, dark, round, crunchy, small, thin, clever, green, new, tasty, big, fat, dirty, blue, raw, bad, beautiful, young, cold, soft, golden, shiny, pretty, old, hot, hard, pink, sweet, and the last one is ugly. Okay, so here with the help of these words we have to frame some meaningful phrases here. Along with the table you can see here, these are some phrases here. Okay, a soft little violet fish, a soft little violet bird, a flower, a cap, I don't know, a small, a soft little violet toy mouse. Okay, so here on the next slide we are going to see how to frame meaningful phrases here. Okay, you have to choose at least 3 words from this table, and you have to think about something that is fits for them. Okay, now let's see here. From the table we have taken these 3 words: dark, green, and new. Okay, so here with the help of these 3 words we have to frame a meaningful phrase here. Now let's see that phrase. That meaningful phrase is a new dark green skirt. Okay, so here we have used these 3 words for this thing skirt, and here we have framed this meaningful phrase a new dark green skirt. Understand? Now let's see the second set of word: juicy, ripe, big. Okay, so how can you make a phrase here? Let's see. That phrase is a big, ripe, juicy mango. So we have used which thing, which object? Mango. And here the phrase is a big, ripe, juicy mango. Third set of words: tall, fat, old. Okay, can you frame a phrase? Can you frame this phrase? Okay, say a tall, fat, old man. Okay, a tall, fat, old man. The next set of word: nice, crunchy, tasty. And the phrase is here: nice, crunchy, tasty wafers. Okay, and the last one is here: tall green tree. Okay, tall green tree, these are three words, and here we have to make a meaningful phrase here. Okay, so let's see that phrase, a tall green tree. Okay, here you can see we have taken three words and we have framed meaningful phrases here with the help of these three words here. Okay, so here if you want to add more phrases here, then you can choose three words from the table and then you can frame meaningful phrases like this. Did you understand this activity? Now let's see the next slide. Here this is our next activity, five beginnings but one end. Okay, so here again it's a group activity and we have to complete this activity in group. Okay, so form groups of 5 to 7, choose one of the following phrases as the end, enact the phrase, then use it to frame different sentences, enact the sentences, write down any five of them. Okay, so here five beginnings but one end, so you can see in these yellow colors all these are phrases and you have to use all these phrases at the end of sentences. Here you have to frame sentences, but those sentences must be ended with these phrases. Okay, therefore the title has given to this activity five beginnings. The beginnings of all those sentences are different, but the ends of all these sentences are same. Okay, so here how you will have to complete this activity. Let's see here that Tara says swimming in a tank, swimming in a tank. That Tara gives this phrase for her friends and how her friends framed all those sentences here. Let's see, I am swimming in a tank, we are swimming in a tank, I am also swimming in a tank. Okay, he was swimming in a tank, I hate swimming, and that Toto, he is sleeping here. Okay, so here you have to use proper noun once in around. Okay, so in this way we have to frame the sentences here with the help of all these phrases here, that is under title five beginnings but one end. So we'll see another example, it will help you to understand how to frame these sentences here. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Here we'll take this phrase reading. Okay, reading, and how you have to frame sentences with the help of this phrase reading. Here you can see they hate reading, the hate reading. Second, we want to practice reading, we want to practice reading. Third one, teacher liked my reading, teacher liked my reading. Fourth sentence is here, Vaidahi bought a book for reading. And the last one is here, he loves reading. So what did you notice in these five sentences, students? Here all five sentences have different beginnings but their ends are same. Okay, the phrase reading has come at the end of each sentences. So in this way you will have to complete this activity, choose your own phrases from the given table and we have to frame the sentences like this, five beginnings but one end. Understand? So here you have to copy all these questions answer in your notebook. Now let's move to the next slide. Now this is our next activity. Okay, here it's an interesting activity, and here how you have to play this activity in the group, I will explain you. And the title of this activity is here, you are out if you say yes or no. Okay, so if you say yes or no, either yes or no, then you are out from that game. So you don't have to use these two words while playing this activity. If you use, then you are out from this game. Form a circle, ask a question to the person next to you. Okay, if he slash she answers it with yes or no, they are out. Otherwise they continue the game by asking a different question to the next person. You must not repeat the questions. Okay, here in this activity we have to play this game, this activity, by asking questions to each other. Okay, but don't forget one thing here, you don't have to use or don't use these two words yes or no. If you use these words, then you will be out from that game. Okay, so if you are not use these two words, then you can continue this game by asking different questions to the next person. Okay, you must not repeat the questions. Okay, so let's see here. The starting of the game is here. Bittu, are you ready? I am always ready. That Bittu doesn't say here yes or no. Okay, then again that Bittu asks to Cuckoo, Cuckoo, will you stop jumping? But that Cuckoo says, but I enjoy jumping. Again, this Cuckoo asks a question to Paddy. Paddy, are you tired? Okay. Then she asks to next to question Toto. Okay. So in this way, you have to play this game in a circle. Okay. So we'll see another example which will help you to understand how to play this game. Okay. Look at start. That Neha asks a question to Raju. What does that Neha ask to Raju? Raju, will you play with me? Then what does that Raju say here? That Raju says, I enjoy playing with you, Neha. Okay. Then that Raju asked a question to Deepu. Deepu, will you stop singing? But that Deepu says here, but I enjoy singing. What does that Deepu ask to next person? That Deepu asks to Rani, Rani, are you hungry? Then Rani says, I am tired. Okay. What does that Rani ask to next person? That Rani asks to Sarika, do you like mangoes, Sarika? Then Sarika says, I am always ready to eat mangoes. Okay. So what does that Sarika ask to next person? That Sarika asks to John, have you finished your homework, John? Then that John says, I finish it first and then play and finish. Okay, understand? So in this way, you will have to play this activity in a circle. Okay, but while performing this activity, don't use yes or no. Okay, if you use these words yes or no, then you are out from that activity or you are out from that game. Understand? So if you want to copy this example, then pause the video and then you can copy this example in your notebook. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Yeah, here are two activities, but we will discuss one by one. Now here, let's see activity number 8, all sorts of list. Okay, choose any one of the following topics to make a list. Try to list as many items as possible within 2 minutes. It's a 2 minutes activity. Okay, here are some topics I've given here. and we have to collect the words which are related with these topics within 2 minutes. Okay, here uh, are 8 topics I've given. We have to observe each topic carefully, and within 2 minutes we have to collect the words which are related with the given topics. Okay, so we'll read out all those topics here. The first topic is here, things and people in the classroom. Okay, so which things and people do we see in the classroom? We have to make a list of all those things here. Okay, now second is things you may need on a picnic. Okay, so when you plan to go for picnic, so which things you may need for that picnic, you have to collect the names of those things here in the form of list. Next one is games you like. Which games do you like? So here you can make a list of the names of games within 2 minutes. Then next one is here, actions you can do with your hands. Okay, so which actions do we do with our hands? So we have to write the names of those actions here. The next topic is here, things you may see in the kitchen. Okay, so which things do we see in the kitchen? We have to make a list of those things within 2 minutes. Next one is things we cannot see. Which things we cannot see here with our eyes? So you have to make a list of those things here. Then the next activity is here, words beginning with C. So which words are started with C? We have to make a list of those words which begins with C. Okay, and then white things. Which things are white in colors? We have to make a list of those things. And the last one is here, things you see at a railway station. So which things do we see on a railway station? Here these are 8 topics, and we have to make a list the things which are related with all these topics within 2 minutes. Okay, so we'll discuss this question number 9 on the next slide. Okay, so how you will have to write the names of things which are related with all these topics. I will show you an example which will help you how to write this question's answer. Okay, now you can see this is our first topic, things and people in the classroom. Okay, so which things do we see in the classroom? Of course we see all these things here, table, benches, chalk, books, teacher, blackboard, ruler. You can add another things here which you can see or which you see in the classroom. Okay, so in this way you have to write all those topics in the form of diagrams like this. Okay, and you have to collect the words which are related with the given topic. Okay, and you have to complete this questions answer in your notebook. Okay, understand? Now let's see the last activity from our textbook. This is our question number 9. So here, complete the sentences in the yellow track using phrases from the green field. Okay, you can see the yellow track, these are all incomplete sentences, and now we have to complete them by using the phrases which have given in that green field. Okay, so here first we will read out all those incomplete sentences from the yellow track. You are dash dash, she is dash dash, they are dash dash, he is dash dash, I am dash dash, we are dash dash, and you are dash dash. Okay, now his father in group B, our teacher, my friend, our leader, her brother in your group, in the same school, their neighbor in their group. So now here we have to choose the appropriate phrase and we have to complete these incomplete sentences here. So which phrase is suitable for each incomplete sentence here? Okay, we have to put that phrase here and we have to complete these sentences here. Okay, so let's see some examples here which will help you to complete this question's answer. Okay, you are my friend, you are my friend. Okay, next phrase is she is in group B, she is in group B. They are in the same school, they are in the same school. Next one is he is our leader, and the last one is here I am her brother. So in this way you have to frame the meaningful sentences here by combining those incomplete sentences with those phrases here. Understand? So if you want to make another sentences here, then you can frame your own sentences here in this question's answer and you can add those sentences here. Okay, so students, I hope you will have understood all these activities. Okay, so when you will do all these activities at your home, so definitely you will get satisfaction and you will be happy with all these activities. Okay, I hope you will have understood study tour 1.2 for 9 games with Tara and friends after watching these two videos here. Okay, if you have any question, any doubt, then you can ask me here. Thanks for watching my presentation. Have a nice day. Stay safe. That's end the presentation and I will back again with new lesson in the new video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.